Today, we're shooting this pair of shoes that belong to a pretty well-known YouTuber. But whose are they? As a matter of fact, I'd say he's probably one of the OGs of YouTube in the style niche. Yeah, he is.
All right, so we've got a pair of Paul Evans here, and I don't think we've ever done a video over Paul Evans, so that'll give you all a little sneak peek into the construction of these things if you do have one or you're looking at them. These are a Blake stitch shoe, and they are extremely thin. In fact, I think the welt is actually thicker than the sole. Major wear up on the toe, a little bit on the heel, a lot of wear up on this one, and a lot of wear into the block on that one. Don't do that, shame, shame. But we're gonna do something a little bit different on these to make them last a lot longer. So let's get started. This pressed paper, same thing that they use in Johnson & Murphy's. Not the best stuff because it just breaks into a bunch of little pieces normally. So just hint number one on whose shoes these belong to. He was a former U.S. Marine. Okay, so you see here is a Blake welt. This thing is extremely thin. It's about the same thickness as the sole, which is extremely thin, and no wonder he wore through his toe so quickly. We may not put this back on. We may not even put a new one back on. We might do something a little bit different, so stay tuned. All right, so I said that we weren't going to replace that welt or reuse that welt. That welt is so paper thin, and it really is like pressed paper as well, as just like the heel block. And it's got a very low profile, like Italian style shoe. And so we're gonna do it the way that most of those low profile Italian shoes are done, and that's without a welt, it's just a sole. So think like a Gucci. All right, so the welt did have a fudge wheel design on it, so we're actually just gonna put that straight onto the sole. And see, if you're asking, well, what's the point of that welt then? Nothing really. It was just an aesthetic thing, and personally, I don't really think it really gave to that. It was kind of a pointless thing, and this will actually give a lot more shape and curve to the shoe.
Okay, clue number 2. On top of his YouTube channel, this gentleman also owns several businesses. One of them is called Vitaman. Did I tell you we are running a sale this weekend for the 4th of July? Yes, that is right, for Potter & Sons and Southern Polish. So stick with me for one quick second while I tell you what we are slashing prices on. Belts and leather goods, discounted. German-made Potter & Sons horsehair brushes, discounted. Men's care grooming products, discounted. Shoe care products, also discounted. Guys, we're even having a big sale for our business, Southern Polish. We are practically giving away many of our discontinued styles, so you definitely need to check them out. Now, for you guys that have been asking, hey, where are the men's flip-flops? Well, that's a big project that has been in the works for quite some time. We have more news on that to come, but trust me, they are on their way back and you're going to love them even more. Okay, so we're getting ready to dye the soles. Now, unfortunately, our little air sprayer went out on us and we weren't able to get a new one in time to do this video, so we're gonna have to go old school when applying this dye.
All right, before we stick these heels, I want to give you your last clue. This gentleman with a number of other YouTubers for a handful of years hosted an event down in Atlanta to try to help, people improve their lives and different topics. I'm practically giving it to you folks. So before we stick these again, give us one of these. Let's go.
Okay guys, the shoes are done. So like always, last thing we want to do is just polish these up, condition them, get them looking nice on the uppers again. And that'll just about be it. And then we will show you the final product. So let's get to work on the uppers. All right, start off with a little conditioner. All right guys, now that the conditioner has dried to a haze, we're just going to take a brush and just buff them off. Okay, now a lot of you guys ask, you guys like to see what we do, and you're always telling us to spend more time on the uppers. So that's why I'm going a little more step by step. After I've buffed off my shoes with the conditioner, now I'm just going to use a shoe cream that's a color pigment. I want to just make sure we put some color back into this, and it's also going to give a nice little shine to it, and that should just about do it. All right, cream has dried, and now we're just going to give it another buff. Okay guys, we're done. One quick reminder, like we said before, shameless plug. If it is 4th of July weekend, and we really would appreciate it if you guys would check out our businesses, southernpolish.com and potterandsons.com. Both links will be down in the description box below. Again, we are running big sales on both of those businesses, and your patronage is what helps keep the lights on and keeps these videos coming to you, so we would really appreciate it. Also, we said that a much larger YouTube channel guy sent these in to us and wanted us to redo his shoes, and we were very thankful that he sent those in to us. Did you guess who it was? One more clue. Take a look at the bottoms of these finished soles, and we put his initials on there. See if you can guess. All right. If you guessed Antonio from the channel Real Men, Real Style, then you would be correct. So a big thank you again to Antonio for sending those in to us. We really appreciate it.
Great guy.
Yeah. Heath, what did we do to his shoes?
All right, so we kept these things pretty simple. Remember we told you that the sole and the welt were extremely thin. In fact, the sole was just about as thin, if not thinner, than the welt. That welt was tiny in itself. I mean, it was barely any rise to it. Now, the reason why we didn't put that welt back on is because it was basically aesthetic. It didn't really serve a purpose.
It was a very pointless welt.
There are
it's
some
like
Blake
paper.
glued on welts that have a very high wall around it, and it looks almost like a Goodyear welt. This one did not. So we gave it a very low profile because the thickness of the sole that we put on was about the thickness of both of them put together. So it didn't change the look of it on the side, but we gave it that kind of traditional, iconic Italian Gucci look where it's just the sole. You're standing on the sole. We squared off the front portion of it, and then through the waist we rounded it off and really did a cool bevel. We changed it to a dark blue and put the initials on there. Just went fun with some brass tacks.
Yeah. We got rid of the compressed paper.
Oh yeah, that was another thing I was very disappointed in. It was just, it had that kind of Johnson & Murphy pressed block where you just snap it. So we put that, we replaced that with actual leather.
And you guys had been asking to see us do that. It's such a time-consuming process. That's why a lot of times we show the beginning, we show the end. But you guys have been saying, please show us the whole stack process. We sped it up a little bit for you, but really, I mean, that's all it is. You're stacking one piece of leather on top until it's ready for your block.
Luckily, this one only took like, what, two or three
very
layers.
small blocks.
Sometimes they're up like 5 or 6, you know, so.
So that was about it. We are going to return these to Antonio. Now we did not obviously get his reaction. I know you guys are going to be asking, hey, can we see his reaction? I'm going to reach out to Antonio and see if he could possibly video his reaction when he opens up and sees the shoes. I know he's a really busy guy, so hopefully we can get that. If not, I totally understand. But what we will do, if we get his reaction, we will put it probably on a YouTube short video. So if you are not subscribed to our channel, this is the perfect time to go down there right now. Give us a big thumbs up, please. It always helps the video. And also subscribe to the channel so that you can see that reaction video if we get it. And if not, hey, we have a lot more of these great videos coming your way very soon. So anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Stay safe. And until next time, y'all have a good one. Okay. Made in Germany, Potter & Sons. Guys, even our Southern polished sandals are on sale. We have huge... Guys, even our Southern polished sandals are on sale. We have huge savings on